Shalom. All right, we're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as the United Snakes of America. All right, to wake up 12 tribes of Israel, people on the sign, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Speckled Bird. Get you to repent, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness, get back in order. Time is extremely short. Time is gone. All right, first and foremost, and as always, we face the east. Call Allah Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the great millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us is true. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hope of the elect, tabernacle of David. All right. Shalom and salutations to you all. All right. So anyway, shit's crazy out here, and hell, we're at the very end, and it's beautiful. It's exciting. Everything is about to shift to what? That charagma, that last one. Everything else we see pretty clearly at this point. This is Second Ezra 13 and start at 30. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell upon the earth. So that of them that dwell on the earth, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. So here we are, and that's what old Paul and Adrian, off-grid desert farming. Paul is going to say, ladies and gentlemen, what does he say, folks? We're here. We're here, folks. Okay. Even Paul knows it. And Paul, the Most High is using Paul. Why did you come to my channel, folks? You come to hear my opinion. No. The Most High is using your ass as a lightning rod for some reason. And we're taking heed. So God bless Paul. Anyway, one realm. All right. So even the war in heaven. What is that when UAP eats Hellfire missile? What is that? That's that war. All right, that's that war. Let's just the World War III daily update is coming. It's coming front and center. What are we getting? Forgot that quick. Let's see. I forgot where I was going. Let's go. There's Joel. Let's just start at Joel. All right. Oh, I know where I was going. All right, we'll go back to Joel. Let's start at Ecclesiastes. Let's establish time first. Timeline. So I'll keep bear with. Look at Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. Start at the top. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season. And we're at the end of this one. We're at the end of this season. Okay? Or eon. Or age. Okay? To everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. All right? So, jump down to 8. Time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. So, we already know about peace when they shall say peace and safety, right? So any talk of a ceasefire or any talk of a peace treaty, we're not in that time. Okay, we are in the time of new beginnings, and you can't do that without the completion of a war. You can't be waving no white flags or, truce or none of that. All right. Anyway, so there's that. Now let's go to Joel real quick to let you know what the Most High is doing, because Esau thinks he's doing what Esau wants. Esau is doing what the Most High wants him. Esau wants you to destroy America from the ground up, right? And he said that because you'll be able to rebuild it. Okay, now that wasn't completely the truth. Not that, Most High is misleading or anything, but how about this? Esau, if you destroy America, there's always a chance you could build it back up. Well, I guess that would be a lie too, because there is no chance. There's no chance for building up. This thing fall. So long. Stand up, Anyway, the time that we're in, all right, is a time that the Most High loves. He loves a good fight. Okay? So, and he don't like no coward. So what must you do? You better get in there and play your part in this movie. Okay, whether you're the good guy or the bad guy, doesn't matter. All right? What matters that you play your part and not be lukewarm. You can't play the middle. You're the best. See, here's what Esau is doing. Esau knows his role, right? This guy, what's his name? Can't even think of him. Shermy Wormy, who got on there talking about the storm and the angel, and right? He knows his position in there. They're like this. Look, we're the devil, and we're gonna win this thing. They understand. Wow. Who said that? This guy goes. Who said that? He said that the Trump administration understands who. It was Jamie Raskin. Jamie Raskin says the Trump administration understands their role and their MO, which is to hide child trafficking. Their whole thing is to hide, right, what makes billionaires money. So what are they hiding? They're hiding pure Satanism. They're hiding the fact that these people are Satanists and they know it. So when this girl, right, going back to Charlie knows what he was involved in, because they raised them like that. They're playing, just like in the military, there's a parallel world. Well, these Satanists, they know what they're doing, right? They're hiding. You know what they're doing is, do they believe it's wrong? No, but they know that we would think so. So they hide it from us, right? Which is what? That's being deceptive. Okay, and then when they go out and they throw up the Baphomet in front of everybody, letting everybody know, oh, I'm playing again. No, you have been involved in child sex since you were a child. So you're with that. You understand. And this is how Esau gets done. These, what do they call themselves? What do they call them? Whatever. I don't even know. White supremacists, Republicans. I don't know what they call them. But the point is that these people are practicing Satanists, and part of their practice is to make you believe that they're not. Okay? So that when this Erica person comes out and does what she does, just like you never hear about the small hats and that the moil, for example. You never hear about that, right? But that thing goes on, and they know about it. They keep it on the hush and the low. And how can you tell? Because when it comes out and it rears its ugly, their motherfuckers are defending it with all that. Well, hey, don't talk about it. And you know, that doesn't happen often. As what does it? Well, somebody has to go down to the hospital because they're about to die from, you know, whatever, some disease or what is it, gonorrhea of the mouth or some crazy shit. And that shit been going on, right? And in this parallel world that they live in right next to us where their laws are not even the same, they get away with shit like that. Well, we have our own hospital. Yeah, you do. Where shit like that goes on. And so these Republicans, white supremacists, these people are straight Satanists. They know that what they're doing, we would not approve of, so they keep it completely. So, and they're out there. The Black Awakening and all of this bullshit that they've been talking about, right? Well, they're moving. These people are moving, these Satanists. They're moving on Jake. They told you who they were coming after, right? Hey, we came out of the caves and we saw the light. Sounds like a quest for fire to me. You understand? They're talking directly to you, Jake. Right? Here it is. They had to kill one of their own or sacrifice one of their own. Clearly, they clearly knew about that. Dude's wife, right? They set dude up. They went and tapped her and said, how did they meet, right? It was a setup. They tapped and said, this nigga is off script right now. He's got to go. She's like, oh, yeah. Oh, my turn? She's waiting in the wings, right? And they'll use her until, you know, they don't need her anymore. But it's all the same thing. If you understand what's going on, you got to, you know, if the spirit is working with you, you can see what's going on. If not, you're going to have to determine who is dead weight, who's going to hold you back, right? How can two walk together? That's, you know, those of you that don't understand father against son, son against, if you're not going, if the Most High isn't putting you through that right now, my 16-year-old daughter and I are completely severed. Her mom was successful after 4 attempts, right? In 17 years, right? Now we're completely severed, and I understand why. Okay? And it's perfect. See, they're about to persecute the shit out of me, and I don't need to have anything to do. Oh, well, they're separate and that, da-da-da. Yeah. Absolutely. It's that time. And if you understand that, if you understand what time it is, if you understand that your own family, right, not only are they going to turn on you, they're going to set you up, turn you in, okay? Those closest to you, you got to start with those closest to you, right? My daughter that I fought for 17 years, to no avail. I'm still a deadbeat dad and a sperm donor after giving it all I had, right? First the truth and then try to be a dad, right? I thought I was in there, right? And it turns out that, you know, she believes everything that comes out of her mom's mouth. That, oh, I didn't even try. I was whooping ass up in there. But anyway, this shit's almost over, right? And we're this close from miracles. You understand? Miracles. Scoffers out here. Appreciate your sacrifice, huh? No. Shalom, Wendy. Shalom. That's how we say. Wendy, we say shalom. Right? We say call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Because let's say it like this, all right? If God is perfect balance and his name is Yahweh, if he's perfect balance, right? got the left and you got the right. You got the bad, you got the good. All right? You have abracadabra. What's the magic word? Abracadabra. Well, what's the word of power on the right hand side? Well, that would be the name of the Most High and His Son. Do you know that, Wendy? Okay. Because when ICE comes to get you, I don't know what your nationality is, Wendy, but if you are an Israelite, if you're a Native American, a Latino, or a Negro, right? What are you going to do when ICE comes? Because ICE is coming for you Negroes. You see what they're doing to the Latinos right now. So when they come to grab you and put a hood over your head, what is not the magic word? See, magic is on the left-hand side, and magic is just smoke and mirrors, right? And hiding shit. That's not real power. Okay? There's real power on the right-hand side, and it starts with the name of the Most High and His Son. Do you know that, Wendy? How about that? Do you know that, Wendy? So the salute would be Shalom, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Right? If you say that much right there, then I understand that you understand me. If not, then there's some learning. There's a learning curve. And it behooves you to learn real quick, right? I'm giving you the crash course, the quick, up the middle, all right? When ICE comes to grab you up and put a black bag over your head and march you straight to Alligator Alcatraz, how do you prevent that from happening? Well, you call on the name of the Most High and His Son. And then they don't see you anymore, and then you just walk around them like that. You understand? Either you get it or you don't. Okay? In the Hebrew tongue, let's get that, all right? Resort to the technology here. In the Hebrew tongue, let's get that for you. I heard a name speaking in the Hebrew tongue. Why did the Bible say that? Okay. Why did it make a point to say in the Hebrew tongue? Somebody asked me, do you have to say the name in Hebrew? I'm like, you gotta say my name the way my name is said. You understand? In the Hebrew tongue. Saul. In the Hebrew tongue, Saul. Acts 26:14. Okay. And this is Paul, or Saul at the time. Acts 26:14 in the King James. And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. Now listen to the next phrase here, okay? Salakia. And I said, who art thou, Lord? And he said, I am. There's the name, okay? So if they're speaking in Hebrew, what name goes there? Because that's a translation. If my name is Roy, right, and somebody yells out Reginald, I'm not going to turn around. So if Yahushua is walking down the street and somebody yells out Jesus, Yahushua is going to keep it moving. And if you don't understand the spirit of that, and I'm talking to the wrong person, where are you at? Okay, Wendy. There you go. There you go. Woo-hoo! There you go. You do appreciate me. All right. All right. Shalom, Wendy. Wendy, you need a nice Hebrew name, man. stormy eyes. All right. So, I see you, Wendy. Shalom, sis. And I said, who art thou, Lord? And he said, I am Yahushua, whom thou persecutest. People have a hard time. This is a stumbling block. If the Most High don't want you in this inner circle, you're going to fail right there. You're going to fail. Okay? And Wendy, if you know that, you should have came in like that, right? And you know, as far as women are concerned, that we exercise that lovely decorum, and we work on our quietness, right? Because therein lies your strength. I try to teach that to my wife. Like, boy, you women are so strong, but you hate to use your power. And then when you stop talking, then we're like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? And that's where you discover, like, oh, all I got to do is shut up. But not just that, you don't use it for bad. When you find out, oh, well, I'm super powerful when I'm being quiet. Now, how do I turn that into what is pleasing? So it's the spirit of being quiet, right? And exercising your true power. Your true power lies in doing what is pleasing to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And if that is a quiet and shamefaced helpmeet, right? I'll put it to you this way. I, myself, and I might think more highly of myself than I should, and I should get in the mirror and examine. But I think that I'm a pretty good wife, though. You know? I'm loyal, I'm a very loyal wife, right? And shamefaced, humble. I'm working real hard. I know what I have to work on the most. So, but as far as being a good wife, I know, right? And I'm sure I can do better, and I can shut the hell up. I talk way too much. I know I do. So, and that, you know, talking too much and humility, I know those are what I'm going to stumble on. So, anyway, yeah. Being a good wife. Anyway, I want to go quickly to Joel because there's a reason why all of this is going on. See, suddenly everybody's focus is on the war. And when you speak of war and rumors of war, that word rumor, right, doesn't mean look at all these rumors surround me every day. It doesn't mean somebody might have said this or might be, or I heard a rumor. It doesn't mean that. It means fame. It means, so war of rumors of war means the war is going to be famous. All everybody's going to talk about is the war. Not, did somebody say this, or this may or may not have happened. It doesn't mean that as far as rumor. It means a story, news, a report, okay? Threat assessment, okay? Everybody's like, how close is the shooting? All anybody's going to talk about, right? War and rumors of war. Much talk about war. Everybody's attention is going to be on the famous war. That's what war and rumors of war means, okay? So we're getting to that point where, okay, okay, I didn't think we were going to have World War III, but it's pretty clear now. It's been clear, right? It's been clear. But now it's clear to your dumbass, right? Really, they're already over there fighting world. They just ain't told you Americans yet. That's all. Why the hell you think you're about to go into Venezuela and steal that oil? Because you can't wage warfare without those resources. You need that oil. Ask Japan, which is why they hit Pearl Harbor in the first place. They needed that oil. Okay? So the moment they go into Venezuela to get that oil, you know they ain't got none where. This is Joel 3 and 1. Let me get it right here. You gotta get it in the NLT because it's more descriptive. Joel 3 and 2. I'm going to read it in the KJV first, and I'll explain why I go to the NLT. All right, this is Joel. I went 3 and 2. This is the lucky. So lucky, bear with me. There we go. Bear with me. Baba Kasha. Broken crystals. God damn it. Joel 3, damn it. And 2. There we go. Joel 3 and 2 in the King James. I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land. So the Most High, Yahweh, is telling you why World War III is going to happen. Why? Because he's mad about what happened to his people, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, I also will gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat. Why, Lord? And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted them. They parted his land and they messed with his people. That's why he's mad. Now let me read it in the NLT. It's more descriptive and it tells you what is happening right now. Joel 3 and 2 in the NLT. I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. The armies of the world. That is World War III, right? Now what's going on right now and why? Well, everybody's running down to Israel finally after a 3-year genocide. Now they're going to run down there after all the Palestinians are now dead. Now they're saying, oh, there's a genocide. Now everybody's running down there to go save one Palestinian who's on life support, okay? Which is amazing, but that's what they're doing suddenly. Oh, it is a genocide. Well, let's go down there, right? I will gather the armies of the world, and everybody right now, right, is against Israel and the United States. What do you think is going on at the UN? Okay. NATO, the UN, everybody is going to train their guns on this place right here. Now, I'm going to bring up Paul and Adrian, and I'm going to let Paul talk. Talk, Paul.
Yeah. We warned you for 5 years, but people didn't want to believe me. We will have martial law in America.
Why, Paul?
We will have martial law. Donald Trump is doing a military purge, just like the Bolsheviks, just like the Chinese, just like the Soviets. You go and you kill or you fire all of the generals and the people that would go against you. When you
So this meeting is coming up. What is Donald Trump going to do? If you're a black general, you better not go to that damn meeting, because they're going to arrest your ass and put you to death. Donald Trump is putting his opponents, his enemies, he's putting them to death in front of everybody's eyes. Nobody can see it. What is Netanyahu doing?
We're here, folks.
He's putting his enemies to death.
And since
we killed the leader of we
go through all these things. I was hoping we were going to be taken out, but evidently that didn't happen.
All these leaders got to understand, what are these leaders right now? What are they doing? Assassination. They're using assassination right now. How many assassinations has Netanyahu pulled off in front of everybody's face, telling, hey, we just killed this guy? And then how many attempts have there been on Putin? How many attempts on Zelensky? How many attempts on Trump? How many attempts? Everybody's trying to kill each other. What does that mean? World War III. What are they doing? Who is that? Maduro? Who's that over there? Juan Guaido. Nicolas Maduro. They're over there trying to kill each other right now. No? Of course they are. Still with me, Wendy?
So now we're going to have to go through probably at least 3.5 years of the tribulation, because the pre-trib rapture did not happen.
Yeah, explain
it didn't happen,
that.
Did it? We're still here. It's the 25th. Now we're going to have to go through some very, very difficult times, folks.
Now listen, some of the things he says
being reported.
are
this is
on
unprecedented.
point.
What is going on right now?
Come on, Paul.
So you can say whatever you want. Why are you here if you don't respect my opinion? Go somewhere else.
The Most High got the spirit on
Paul. You
Paul.
want to know what I think. I've been covering the news for a long time. That's what I think is going to happen.
The Hebrew Israelites love me.
Power. So when he says attack Russia, all of his generals will press the button. When he says attack China, they'll press the nuclear button. When he says attack Venezuela, they'll press the button. When he says attack Iran, they'll press the button. They will not hesitate. He wants 100% loyalty to do whatever he wants, attack whoever he wants, arrest whoever he wants. We're going to see the day in America that the military or ICE break into ABC News, arrest Jimmy Kimmel, haul him off, or hang him or shoot him. There's going to be political arrests.
We're about to see this stuff. Jump off. He's right.
Just like North Korea, just like Saudi Arabia, just like old Soviet Union, and just like communist China. That's what we are going to see in America.
They went and grabbed Comey. They're going to give him public execution.
Everything that I have said, Donald Trump is fulfilling. Everything that I told you he would do last year before he was even elected, he is doing now.
Don't he look like Oz behind that curtain? You look like Oz. Oz behind the curtain. Don't look behind that curtain.
So, what is it? Is this just a meeting to prepare for war? Or is this a meeting to eliminate all of his rivals? People that could command armies.
The great and powerful Oz. The great and powerful.
People that could command
Paul, the great and powerful Paul.
If he fires them or takes them out or arrests them, you do this when you are going to do a purge a coup of our country.
A coup de grace.
You gather all the military leaders together, and then you weed out anybody that will not obey his orders. That's called a military purge. That's what they do in communist countries. So, folks, we're here.
Folks, we're here.
You know, either we are going to war with Russia or this is a military purge. There can be only two options. Or maybe both. Maybe both.
Colin Powell, you're
But we are going to war. I know that. I know we're going to war with Russia, China.
I got it wrong. I got it wrong. I got the rapture wrong, folks. It's okay though. I know.
Israel, is going to attack Iran.
Yes.
We don't know when that's going to happen, but everything is being set in place right now.
The least of the
You
flock.
can disagree with me. That's my opinion.
He's watching
I have a
us.
right to my opinion.
He's watching us.
And
Except
I've
for that
been
rapper.
pretty much accurate
Except
on our
for-
channel.
except
Did
for-
I get the rapture wrong? Yes, I did, folks. I got it wrong. I was hoping it was going to happen. You know why I was hoping so hard it was going to happen? Because I didn't want to really go through this now.
Because all hell is about to
Now we'll
break.
have to go through. I didn't want to have to go through this.
So what kind of
I
Christian
didn't
are
want
you?
you to go through it.
What kind of Christian are you? You clearly don't know what it means to be saved, Paul. This is Matthew, what? 24. And the same, what? Matthew 24 and 13. But he that shall endure till the end, Paul. Okay. What does that mean? It means you got to go through the tribulation. You got to go through all 7 years of the tribulation, Paul. Right? And it just started now. 1.5 years worth of fuck out of here. No more. No more. Speak as a man. Matthew 24 and 13. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. Who's that talking about? The elect? Matthew. But for whose sake? Salaki. Matthew 24, 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no let me read 21. Matthew 24, 21. Start at 21. For then shall be great tribulation. What tribulation? Jacob's trouble. Such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Guess what? You're in Jacob's trouble, you don't know it. But you're going to feel it. You'll feel the effects of no welfare and no food stamps and no... You're going to feel that when? October surprise. Right around Halloween. Right? Going into what they call Christmas. Woo! You're going to see the Grinch in full effect. Matthew 24, 21. For then, now. For then is talking about right now. You can't even walk down the street the same as you were able to last week. And if you think you can, if you're not watching out for the fact that you're a soft target and Esau's gonna pop up on you and grab you because you ain't looking, you looking down in your phone, you're got. You're through. You gotta be walking right now down the street like nobody's gonna get me because I'm watching. You have to walk circumspectly. You have to walk looking both ways now. Everything is changing. If you're not taking heed, the Most High is going to test you. Right? And that's part of the test. If you're not walking circumspect right now, you might not pass that test. A test is coming. You might not pass it. You might freeze up. You might lock up and trip over that stumbling block. Right? You get tested and inhale, big old blast of fire. You inhale instead of calling on the name of Yahweh Shem, you get scared and breathe in a whole bunch of, and just die instantly. Most I could take you out. Your first thought in turmoil is Yahweh Shem Yahushua, save me. Got to be working on that right now. Ice pop out of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, save me. Up, I'm disappeared. Your ass gonna be sitting there thinking of what how you say, you won't even think. I'm scared. No, you wasn't ready. You wasn't ready. Hey, you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. What's the first thing you do at the sign of trouble? Boy, yeah, You're exhaling. You're not breathing in flames, burning your esophagus. Try that when that fucking gas is. You're getting gas. You better fucking get low and hold your breath. You better figure that shit out. You are gonna taste some gas. And when you get it's burning your throat, what do? You fucking keep it moving. Get the hell up out of here. You got caught in any area where there's some shame on you. Should have known better than that. You know what's coming. They don't. You got gas. First of all, you're in a public place where they're shooting fucking gas and there's a crowd. That's how you got gassed. You were in a crowd. No, that was last week. You're stupid right now. You ain't moving circumspectly. You got to change your whole fucking life now. It's going to change anyway. You might as well be the one changing it and going in tactically. Not everybody knows what you know. You got to use what it is that you know. Isaiah 33. Right? If you're not using what you've been taught, see, those of you that know scriptures and don't put them, don't do them, watch what that gets you. You ain't gonna know how to do shit. You know everything, but don't know how to do a damn thing. And when it's time to do those things, when it's time to move with guile, when it's time to move with wisdom, and you don't know how to do that because you haven't been doing it, right? No, you're walking around with a sword out. Nigga, I'm carrying, and fringes all over. When it's time to be stealthy and tactful, you won't know how to do that. You're going to get caught because you haven't been rehearsing, right? You're Clark Kent, dumbass. See? You caught your own ass up. You laid a stumbling block in front of yourself. Anyway. So, the Most High is bringing this thing. Okay. How far along are we? World War III is a wrap. Jacob's trouble, we're in it. What are we looking at? Well, the Charagma is the last vestige, right, of this man's hope. And that's on deck. Over in Europe, we all know, if we're watching, we're dancing a jig because, hey, we're at the damn end. 1 Peter 4:7. 1 Peter 4:7, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Man, you better be watching, man. It's time to go. It's time to be fearless. It's time to die for the right cause, right? All of those things. If you're as tired as I am right now, if you're in your 60s, right, and you understand, I met some people. One dude said he was 28 and the other one and she's 30, 32. And I'm like, okay, you guys are like half my age, right? And they're talking about how old they are. But you guys don't understand, you know, what it was like when things weren't fucked up like they are right now. I'm old enough to know, right? Shit's fucked up right now compared to the 1980s. I remember 1979 clearly. Just started high school, right? Shit's fucked up right now. Is that the brother? Beloved brothers, shalom, shalom, beloved. Shalom, Isaiah, our Idaho. Shalom, beloved. Yeah, they didn't enforce seat belts back then. I remember getting a 12 pack of beer at 15, getting away with it. Things of that sort, which you saw things like that get phased out, and now things are so different, right? That anyone born, in 2010, not 2010, let's say 2000, anybody born in 2000, right? Shit is fucked up now. So, and then that's all you know. If this is all you know from 2000 on, right, it's fucked up right now. Because shit used to be, $1 went a long way. We'll put it like that. $1 went a long way. Shalom, brother. Shalom, thug. NC. Okay. Shalom, Ak. That's how we say Shalom. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And the reason, okay, we draw attention to that name right now. See, when you come in, right now it's so late that you need the crash course, all right? When ICE comes to grab you up, 6 goons, and now they just in plain clothes, you like this, I'm gonna fight anyway. Well, if there's 6 goons on you and they packing something, that could be the Klan, it could be anybody. Here's the point, all right, they're gonna get you. All right? If you don't know the name of the Lord, okay, I said this earlier, abracadabra is the magic word, and magic is zero power, right? There's only witchcraft and magic is not power, all right? Magic is sleight of hand and trickery, right? Hey, watch me pull. There's no power in it. Power is a miracle. Power is walking on water. Power is really disappearing, but not a mirror, a two-way mirror and stepping. That's magic, okay? Now, in order to know the difference between magic and real power, so you're going to have to know. Thugs, see? The brother? Okay, you're going to have to know if that UFO is real or if it's a man-made UFO. You're going to run out. I'm here. You're running out to the enemy because real UFOs don't do that. So how do you determine? You have to have your spiritual senses exercised. You got to know who your enemy is. How do you know who your enemy is if you don't know who you are? Who are the enemies of the Israelites? Well, you find that in Psalm, the 83rd chapter. It goes through your enemies. Whose enemy? Well, the enemies of the Israelites. I'm an Israelite? Well, who are my enemies? The tabernacles of Edom, Ishmael of Moab. Well, that's the so-called white men, the Arabs, and the Chinese. Those are your enemies. They hate you. During Jacob's trouble, steer clear of those. Unless they can rap real good, might be one of us. Okay, so now that you're thoroughly confused, I'm kidding. Learn the name of the Most High. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. That's what's going to keep you out of trouble. You want to disappear? You want to not be caught? Right? Here, ICE is running straight out. You say, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. They run right by you because they get a call, a sudden call, they run the other way. You have to start thinking like that. Oh, well, here comes Jacob's trouble. How do I, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, which is America. How do I get through that? Well, you're going to hear a voice behind you saying, this is the way. It's called the Spirit. And how then can you hear the Spirit if you don't know the Spirit, right? This is the way, walk ye in it. Who said that? Isaiah 30 and 21. This is a very, very, very important scripture. Okay? You're going to be a pilgrim. You're going to have a stick with a scarf, one of these. It's 2 cans of food walking down the street without a care, because the Most High is going to see to it that you're going to eat, have shelter and water. You have to know these things for what is coming. See, this is what these things mean. People don't understand what these things mean. What does it mean? Well, my servant shall eat, and my servant shall drink. What does that mean? That means that everybody else, motherfucker, is going to starve to death in front of your eyes. It's going to be a brutal thing while you're being taken care of, and everybody else is dying the worst death humanly possible, which is starvation. And those that don't die of starvation are going to get shot the fuck up with several 7.62 rounds. And one is armor piercing. And those that the famine doesn't get, shall the sword destroy. What does that mean? Lasers mounted on a drone. Laser mounted drone. Laser mounted robot. Shall the sword destroy. There's one. Robot got him. Got the nigger. You ain't thinking. What must you? Hey, you better learn the name of it. Yahweh Shai. Then you disappear. It's in the scriptures. I'm not making it up. Okay? Be ye even as pilgrims. Up, got that knapsack. You got to bring that thing to life. All right? In a minute, you're going to get chased out of your house. And you're not ready. Okay, you have to start there. You have to start with, I ain't got shit, but I'm walking, I'm alive. I got the clothes on my back. You have to start there, right? And be able to live like that, and you can't. Not without Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You got to have nothing. See, this is what it means. Well, God is not going to put me through anything that I can't. Yeah, nigga, you're going to have a t-shirt, some drawers, and some sneakers, and that's it. And you better have a whole lot of faith, because your next meal might not be coming for 3 days, and you're going to be pushed to the fucking limit. You ready for that? We'll see how well you do on the Day of Atonement. Okay? That last hour's coming around, and your head is splitting hard, and you breathing, counting minutes and seconds. Next week, we'll see how well you do. Okay? After several years of hardship, let me help you. Don't drink 3 days before. Get you some electrolytes, some real ones, not no Gatorade, and start hydrating yourself. Get some watermelon, some cucumbers. Start drinking and electrify your system with electrolytes going in, right? Days before. Make sure you're hydrated. Super hydrated. Okay, no coffee, no tea, no. Make sure you're super hydrated. Watermelon puree, watermelon smoothie, watermelon cucumber smoothie, Himalayan pink sea salt. This is the book of Isaiah 30 and 21. And your ears, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way. walk ye in it when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left. So the Spirit had me hold up on that. I think Wendy's still there. New King James, your ears shall hear a word behind you, saying, this is the way, this is the way, walk in it. Whenever you turn to the right hand or whenever you turn to the left. Who is that voice? What is that voice? Your ear shall hear a word behind you saying, that's the Spirit guiding. Okay? And you have to have a relationship. You have to have a dialogue. Right? You have to know who you're talking to. Because a lot of people, they can be talking to demons. Demon told me to go that way and I got confounded. You have to start rehearsing these things now. Okay? And your relationship with the Spirit, right? It took years for me, to see the Spirit, to experience it. It took years. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh wow, this is what it means. Right? It was spiritual, man. But you're gonna need that. Your connection with the Spirit. So start working on that. Even if you don't know what it is, you have to develop it. You have to create it and develop it with knowing faith. All right? You have to look for things, right, that acknowledge that the Spirit is dealing with you. Okay? Things like what? Things like catching straight hell. Because the Spirit is not dealing with you if everything is hunky-dory. Okay? Now, if you understand that the Most High chastens those that He loves, then Spirit may just be working with you. Okay? If you know things that are pleasing unto the Most High and you have set your sight on putting that above everything else, then the Spirit may just be working with you. Okay, and if you're doing those things, you write those things down and you keep moving in that direction, but then, there are rewards. If you're walking in the Spirit, the Most High sees and likes what you're doing, He will add to what you're doing, and you're supposed to be able to see that and acknowledge that by being, what is it? The opposite of lukewarm, being diligent is the word I'm looking for, Salaki. You got to be diligent to make your calling and election sure. I know where I was going. This is Isaiah 30. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted Ezekiel 33. Come on now, easy. Okay. IEL 33. I said I was gonna give it. Once I finally give it. The water call, oh Yahweh Shemel Shabbat Shabbat. Isaiah 33 and 6. Ezekiel 33 and 6. 7. 33 and 7. So, what? No. Isaiah 33 and 6. So what? Triple. Happens sometimes. Isaiah 33 and 6, Isaiah Allah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. The things that you have learned here at Great Millstone, right? Will enable you to endure until the end. If you put into action these things. This wisdom, this knowledge, this thing of ours, right? If you study under Great Millstone, you know that nothing is written in stone. You might not make it. Okay, you know these things. You're prepared. Okay, it's all faith. All right. So, I mean, it should be clear to see where we're at right now. If you're still on the fence and if you're poot-butting around, and if you got to start somewhere. You have to start your commitment somewhere. Your commitment would be learn the names of the Most High and His Son and be ready to call on those names to get you out of trouble. That should be your first order of business. Okay, here comes trouble. Right here in River City with a capital T. Okay, it's here. How do you get out of it? In this short time, how do I be down? How do I get? Man, you better learn the names of the Most High and His Son and follow that spirit, not the spirit of Jesus Christ or God in Christ bless or whatever the fuck that they're saying. No, it's the names. That's the beginning. Right? I'm going to read this and I'm going to close. This is first Proverbs 1 and 7. Salakia. Proverbs 1. Because if you don't, I mean, this is for the last minute. If you're just coming in, Wendy, I need to see a Hebrew name. You hiding? Where you at? Thug, I know you're gone. Wendy, where's your man at? If you got a husband, you and him need to get you a Hebrew name. And he should be learning the name of the Most High and His Son. What was I going to get? Proverbs. Listen close, because if you're not listening to this, what am I telling you to do right now? You better have them names, right? Why? Because ICE is coming to get you. They're getting the northern kingdom right now. They got Issachar, Zebulon, right? Gad, hell, Levi and Ben. They're grabbing them. They're about to grab you up now. You can comply. That's different. Okay, go on and comply. Go on and take that C hit. Not. But if you don't, they're coming to grab you up. What are you going to do? What you going to do when they come for you? You got to know the name, not the magic word. The magic word is abracadabra. What is the one name? Okay? What does the name even mean? He, Savior. Who's coming to save you? Better know his name, stupid. How you gonna disappear when you don't know that you're calling on a miracle? Yahweh Shem Yahushua gives you the power to disappear. Not no fucking magic trick. You're still there. They might focus a mirror and make it look like you disappeared, but you're still getting grabbed up in black bag. Okay? No, you want to disappear and walk away. Because the Most High, you know, here they come, they're gonna come in to grab you. That's when you disappear. Why? Because he's providing. He's not gonna tempt you over that which you can endure, but do what? Provide and escape. Disappear. Proverbs. You gotta wait. Sometimes you gotta wait. Proverbs 1. Can't get this, man. Gotta be patient. Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Here's your instruction. Learn the name of the Most High and His Son, right? When they come and get you to grab you up, who do you pray to? You're going to be too scared. You're going to inhale, breathe out of your mouth, right? Too late. Gotcha. Gotcha. Salakia. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Philippians 2. Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. We're there, and if your plan ain't right, okay? See, it's war. Everything ends in this war, okay? And if you don't have your boots on, strapped up, you don't know how to walk long distances. You know what I see the Most High doing? Preparing me for long walks, for being out in the field. I'm like, why is all this shit happening? I'm like, the Most High is getting me ready to be a soldier again. Right? Did I read that whole thing? Philippians 2 and 12, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Right? All the way through the end. If you're going to endure until the end and get on a spaceship, guess what? You're going to be scared. Might as well be afraid of him that can harm the body and the soul and the spirit. All right? So anyway, with that, pray that they elect ratified. Call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the other apostles and other bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom salutations to all the brothers I push the word. Truth and sincerity, hopeful like tabernacle. Shalom.